All right, you guys ready to do this fucking thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
You look mad as hell.
Absolutely.
Help me put my phone up.
Thank you. What?
Star Wars reboot.
Just thinking, this has happened to me twice in the last like few weeks. I was talking to Josh last night, and he's like telling me information, and I'm like really listening and trying to follow along, and I'm just like, okay, all right, cool, okay, right, and he's like, you don't care. It's so funny. And then it happened a couple weeks prior. I was working on the lot with Thomas, and this guy keeps coming. I forget what his name is, but he keeps coming in and just would talk to me. And I'm like, he startles me a lot because I'm like, I'm not expecting it when I'm in the shed.
Yeah.
I'm just talking to him for a while, and I'm really struggling to follow what he's talking about. Like, I can understand what he's saying. I don't know what he's talking about. I just don't know, but I'm trying. I'm like, okay. All right, okay.
There's
and he's
only
like, you don't care, and then he leaves, and he literally just left.
Don't care.
It was so. I was like, damn, sorry, bro, but also not really.
Well, I mean, once you like run out of responses, you just start like repeating the same. Like, oh wow, like, that's crazy. Like, damn.
Like, really? Wow. Right.
Yeah.
No, my favorite is like the opposite of that would be it's always like older. I always find older women doing this. It's just like they're like at a PTA meeting or at some sort of like thing, and there's always that one woman that's like when somebody else is talking, they're like, right, yep, yup, right, yeah, and I'm usually it's never my mom because she doesn't have the vocabulary skills to say yeah and right a bunch of times, but that happened to me. Hello everyone, welcome to Dying to Talk. This is a little bit of a different episode. We don't have any guests. We just got with the company guys. We got Spencer, we got Michael, we got myself, we got Kale, and we got Sonny. This is a basketball team right here. This is a starting five. It's the worst fucking starting five I've ever seen.
We only got Sonny's height.
We got
maybe
Sonny's height,
some
Michael's athleticism.
Yeah, exactly.
My charming personality.
And my Tom's shoes.
And ankle socks.
And ankle socks. Can't forget the ankle socks.
We're gonna win.
That's mobility out there on the court.
That's +3 speed. I think you can train any like nerd archetype person into liking sports if you just develop stats like a RPG.
Oh,
like see, he's wearing this thing because it gives him. Oh, okay. Is it like the Elven Dwarf blood spell? Sure. So on that thing you were just talking about though, about like when people just. This happened to me twice, and I was both on the receiving end of it, and then I was the giver. Thank you. I went to Fanatics Fest, which sucks, by the way, which is kind of what inspired a segment in this episode that we'll talk about later. And I'm just like, I'm like looking at this dude's stand of cards, and I'm like, I don't know anything about fucking baseball cards, but he's like starts a conversation with me, and then I'm like, yeah, like I got a bunch of cards that my dad like left me and I never went through them, so I don't even know if there were. And then I look up and like he's not even there anymore, and I'm just like, oh my god, Mike, shut up! Nobody cares. You're not listening.
Yeah.
And then at work this week, this new person was just talking my ear off about I don't even fucking know. And there's a lot of like gaps. So like we'll all get in the van, we'll get dropped off, and then we'll get picked up, but in different order. So usually the conversation's done by the drop-off point. But it kept going, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, stop talking. Yeah. Like, please. I want to be... But I know I probably am like that to people. I'm like that right now.
You, like, get back in the van, and then he just picks up right where...
Like, anyway, so what I was saying was about a bass fishing. And I was like, oh.
Like, I don't remember what you were just saying the last time, so...
Like, really? Yeah. Right. Yep. Right.
No, that's where you go... Right.
Word.
Right.
I remember my old football coach used to be like, damn, that's crazy.
I do that all the time. That is my go-to.
That's the sign of like, damn, that's no way. I do that to my girlfriend all the time. That's any time she speaks. Hey, damn, that's crazy. How you guys doing this week?
Doing pretty good.
Michael?
Busy as always.
You seem busy. You seem swamped.
Yeah.
You look like fucking Bruce Wayne in the Batcave when I saw you at our office the other day.
Yeah, man, I was really born to be grazing through those Excel sheets right now.
Grazing through those Excel sheets. Spence,
That's crazy.
How's your week going?
Just got a new car.
Oh.
Matt's sleepy.
Why are you sleeping?
I don't know. I've just been up too late these last Up late.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Why is that? Let's dive into that.
Let's dive into that. No, yeah. No, good stuff. Being productive, writing and
All right.
mostly writing, journaling.
Writing one sentence down, walking to the
contemplating, standing outside, walking around my house like Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
Lots of that happening.
Sometimes when I really think about a cook up with writing, I'm like, yo, I'm just like Tarantino. Like, I'm just in my room writing one really bad sentence at a time.
And then taking a break to look at some feet.
And then, taking a foot break.
Quick little foot break.
Yeah. Fuck. Sorry. I recently, like...
I thought that sounded nice.
No, that's why I faced away from the microphone. I recently went back through like some old stuff that I wrote, and I was just like, man, this sucks.
Yeah.
This fucking sucks. But I remember the headspace that I was in then. I'm like, damn, I'm really like doing something here. So like, it was this short that I written. I was like, we're gonna shoot this. It's gonna be huge. And then I read it back, and I'm like, dude, I wouldn't even like call you guys in for a meeting to table read this. This is the worst thing ever. It's just fucking.
Whoa.
I feel like that's a metaphor.
Yeah.
It is.
Put it on its own.
You know, I don't know. What do you got? Do you think I should stop doing this podcast as my company members?
No.
What do you guys
Nah,
think?
I definitely don't think that.
Why? Putting you on the spot right now. Why?
Literally, because it's so easy to produce.
All right, good answer. It's something for us to do on a weekly basis.
Exactly.
And then edit on a tri-monthly basis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Builds experience, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Someday, hey, I don't think the Joe Rogan podcast started.
Oh, I don't want to be the fucking... Yeah, I don't want to be the Joe Rogan podcast, but some days I'm just like...
Joe Rogan podcast.
Do I want to do this today, or do I want to, like, go buy a Lego set or go buy an action figure?
I always would prefer to just go buy a Lego set.
Like, I get why people can be lazy, because it's way more enjoyable and way less stressful.
Yeah, like I could get to a point where I make like 90,000 a year. I have enough for my house. I have enough for a car. I have enough for food and groceries, and I have enough for a little extra Lego set. And like,
Just a little extra
I get
set.
it. Yeah, like you do one a month,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and you're content.
Is there like a Lego? Is there like a Lego like set of the month like subscription system that Lego has? I feel like that's $1 million idea.
No, but they do hook you up with deals.
Oh yeah.
They give you, if you're a Lego VIP, you get deals.
Are you a Lego VIP?
Well, what do you think?
I don't know. You seem like the type of dude
Double VIP
to like
over here.
have the stamped 10 coffees and you get the 11th month free, and you always lose your card after like 4. So the fact that, because I just feel like you signing up, leaving your email and address for Lego.com seems like too much work for you.
I bet he gets like a private escort at Legoland, like a security guard like holding an umbrella over him wherever he goes.
Can I see that? Can we check its legitness right here?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Lego credit card?
This thing's worn to fuck out. I know it's been there for a minute. God damn.
You already know.
God damn. Michael, what would be your Lego VIP equivalent? Shit, I just fell over.
I bent over right at the wrong moment.
My Lego VIP equivalent.
Do you have something that you're like a reward system that you're really... Everything needs to have a reward system these days. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Gas station. Do you have a phone number for the rewards?
I used to have like this monthly like vinyl subscription that would have like, but that was a little too indie for me, so I dumped it.
Bespoke posts.
I don't get those. And again, if anybody out there wants to sponsor
It's
this stupid ass
VMP.
show, VMP.
Yeah,
and
it's
they
called
just send you
Vinyl
random
Me
vinyls.
Please. Yeah. Well, I signed up because they had like a special edition like Strokes vinyl. I was like, I really want that, but you can only get it through the subscription.
That's how they get you.
And then I had it for like 6 months, and I was like, I don't want this Sublime vinyl. Like, get this out of here.
I don't want this T-shirt company's record. I didn't even realize they were. I did not know Sublime was a band. I genuinely thought, like, I've never heard any of their fucking music. I just see that sun logo everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, they're a band. That makes way more sense. Because I'm like, why is Kohl's and JCPenney's really jacking this fucking company like that hard?
Right, I mean, they got Santeria and like.
Yeah, that
really
was the song. I go, oh, nobody's that big. You can't be that big of a Sublime fan. Anybody that's too big of a fan of one band.
Name one other Sublime song.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
Their Heather Gray T-shirt, Kohl's, $8.99. That's what comes up when I look them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? Did you ever have a subscription type?
I used to get swindled into the fucking, not necessarily subscription, but I know Sonny's, I already know he's about to clown my ass mad hard.
Son of a bitch.
There used to be a Funko Pop mystery thing that I subscribed to back in the day. Shut up. And that too is like the only way to get this exclusive was to do that. And then you're getting sent like fucking figures from franchises you don't give a fuck about. Oh, yeah. And the next thing I knew, my whole room, I was like, how did it get like that? I had like a hoarder's level problem, and I'm like, I don't want any of these, because I was working at GameStop at the time, so I was buying them and I'm flipping them. And then like one day I remember I walked into my room and the door knocked a whole fucking.
Oh no.
And I was like, this is a problem. This is a fucking problem. I need to get rid of them.
See, that's one thing, like, I can't wrap my head around the Funko Pop market. Like, I understand the stock market. I can't get the Funko Pops.
What do you mean, like the resale?
Yeah.
I don't know
like,
either.
What has like?
I have no idea. I don't know who comes up with like the resale value of these things, because sometimes it's like right away. It's like this thing, and again too, like what we have planned for today. It's like where does the value come from?
Yeah.
But
I feel like your whole action figure lore in general equates pretty directly to my Lego.
Oh, 100%.
Stuff. Yeah.
100%.
Because for you though, I only remember in elementary school exclusively being
Pokemon.
into Pokemon.
Yeah, that's true.
I remember you and Christian would trade in the bathroom.
I guess the more popular it is,
we would trade Pokemon cards in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Damn, some kids smoke
And on
weed
the
in
bus.
the bathroom.
Yeah. So I remember someone, it might have been you, came in with a whole like
Binder.
box, like a bind. Yeah,
I had
definitely
a binder
the binders.
with like clear sleeves that he would
Damn,
just
you
put
were
all
fucking
of them
locked in.
Yeah.
I was crazy though, but then I got rid of all of them, and I kind of wish I kept them.
You didn't sell them or anything or whatever?
I sold them to some the entire binder.
Who the fuck?
How much did you sell them for?
I don't know. It was probably in like middle school for like $50.
Adjust for inflation.
Yeah.
It was because the Scholastic Book Fair was coming up.
Yeah, that's true.
I really needed the cash. Nothing was more stressful than that.
Than not buying a single damn thing in the Scholastic.
But that too, like, why did? Okay, I think the Scholastic Book Fair, as great and as nostalgic as it is, just like with all these things, like the easiest way to push consumerism onto people, you got to do it when you're young. So something like Pokemon, where it's like, hey, keep buying these things, you'll get them all. Keep buying all these like it. Because you can go the therapist route of like, oh, these kids are like really invested in collecting. What does that mean? But it's like, no, it's like, it's so fucking right in our face. Like,
well, it means you're autistic.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't think that's
out.
true. I don't actually think that's true either. I saw something recently that like it was like I discovered I was autistic when I realized I collect a bunch of shiny rocks.
Yeah, I don't think that makes anybody.
Yeah, but I think that's
some
a
people
very
will
human
jack
thing.
that. Some people will self-diagnose. I see all the fucking time. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I think most people just like to collect.
Yeah,
like, that's a very human thing.
When I was a kid, my therapist was like, it always seems very strange to me that you are finding yourself invested in these worlds. This bitch collected pottery. Shut the fuck up. Look at this. Was old, and this used to be a full pot. Now it's just this shard.
Also, how is collecting fine art any different? Like, it's the exact same shit.
That's insane to
That's
me.
so crazy.
Oh, yeah.
All of the most expensive things ever bought or sold are mostly fine art or jewelry.
Yeah.
Some nice.
The
cars.
Mona Lisa, definitely one of the most mid women I've ever seen in my life. Explain to me how a picture of her is worth that much.
It's crazy to me though, because in like the Louvre where the Mona Lisa is, there's like a huge like 50-foot like amazing painting like across the room from it, and then like you go in and everybody's crowded around the Mona Lisa, which is like a little fucking
of a
whatever
brunette
painting.
woman going like this.
And then there's like a huge masterpiece from like floor to ceiling that nobody is looking at, and it's just like, what?
That's how I feel with this podcast. I'm just a giant floor to ceiling piece of garbage.
But and it's also like, cause like is obviously, I did watch a video breaking down why there's this great YouTube series called like Great Works in 15 Minutes or Less, something along great art, something like that. I forget what it is, but they did one of the Mona Lisa, and breaking it down is like, no, yeah, I get the artistic ability behind it. That's like, oh, that's super impressive, but it's like, what makes this one that much different, that much crazier, that much.
Because you know what it is? It's like the age old, like, it's the name. Like, who made the Mona Lisa?
Yeah.
Just like
Mona Lisa.
that white T-shirt, right? If it had Supreme on it, now that white T-shirt's worth more, bro. That's what I'm saying. They're pushing it on us right out the fucking gate, and that's how that's how all these YouTubers make all this money, because they just like push it to kids.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we're not definitely like buying into any YouTube. Well, maybe Spencer with OnlyFans models, but like I know Michael and I, as far as like paying for buying YouTuber merch,
Support your local artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
How much do you think you spent in grand total?
Not that much. It's just when you forget to cancel the monthly subscription.
Yo, I've never been there. Yeah, the Funko Pop thing was the thing that used to always get me, and but I've always collected wrestling figures that will never go away.
Yeah. There's gonna be so many Funko Pops at the flea market.
Oh, I know. I sold all of like the remainder of my collection earlier in the summer, and balled out at like the Middletown Mall buying clothes.
Nice.
Because I was like, I need new shoes and like 3 pairs of pants, and I literally sold almost the exact dollar amount that I needed to buy the shoes and the 3 pairs of pants. This dude.
Where do you find the buyer? Like on Facebook?
No, so we had a flea market at Kara's house, or a yard sale. It was like the street-wide yard sale, which was only like a couple of houses or whatever. Which yard sales, man, fuck. The goal of the yard sale is to just get rid of it,
exactly,
not to profit. So some of these people were like, "Yeah, I'll do 40 for that." It's like, are you fucking kidding me? $5 here, take it. This guy came out of like the blue and was like, "Yeah, I want to buy these Funko." Like he was fucking with me, man. He like grabbed all the ones he wanted to buy, and then he was like, I don't know. I feel like my wife would like probably get mad if I bought these. I don't know. And then he put them down, and then he was like talking my ear off about Funko Pops, and I'm like, are you gonna buy these or not, buddy? Like, I need to know. I need a new pair of sneakers, please. Not that I'm broke, but I am. And then his wife pulls up, and I'm like, oh nah, this is done for. He goes, well, it was good talking to you, and I go, fuck, nobody's gonna buy these things, man. And then while I was just defeated, this little kid on a Spider-Man scooter and a Spider-Man helmet, dude, flies up the driveway, which is on a hill. But it didn't look like he was on a hill, how fast he was going. He was like going up and down. And then his mom's like, Justin, no, leave those people alone. And then he saw one of the Funko Pops, and he goes, Mommy, I want this. Oh my God. He went fucking batshit crazy. And the mom was like, so exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, how much? I was like, bro, $3. Just, I don't want it. And then he takes it out of the package and smashes it on the ground as hard as he possibly could. He went, oh my God! And just ran away. Wow. And the mom was like, I'm so sorry. I go, no, I'm sorry for you.
Yeah.
Because that's your life. That's your life. I got $3.
Or not, maybe not that.
No, but I was like, oh, it's okay. He's fine. But then the guy came back and bought all of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Happy ending.
Yeah, happy ending.
At $30 a pop?
No, I think it was like, I think I was just like, yo, $100, take as many as you want. Or it was, I think he gave me like 120 or something like that.
Damn.
That's pretty good.
I remember I pulled away though with the biggest earnings from that yard sale. Kara made like $40. It was really bizarre. Kara like put out a rack of her clothes to sell, and then this van pulls up. I swear to God, like cartoon ass, like SpongeBob stops, grabs all the clothes, and goes, how much for all these? I'm like, he was waiting. He had my girlfriend scoped out. That guy's a weirdo.
Maybe that's what Diff needs to get into, is
A yard sale?
just reselling in general.
We should start reselling like Jordans.
No.
10 years too late.
I don't want to. Yo, that's the thing. That's what I like to do. I like to be really late. We're gonna do the mannequin challenge coming up in a little bit.
Oh, okay,
remember that?
cool.
Yeah. So,
ALS Ice Bucket Challenge.
dude,
Did you do that?
Yo, I did.
I did.
Yeah.
how many of you here have participated in the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge? I know Sonny's better than that. Okay, Kale, I knew you were better than that too.
No, we definitely.
I definitely did.
I think we did it probably either you recommended me or I recommended you or something.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, for real.
I think that
all those trends.
The internet trends and challenges are like so crazy to me. On the reselling and on the yard sale topics, the thing that opened my eyes recently when I went to Fanatics Fest, which was a huge waste of time, was the baseball card reselling, and I have my father's collection right here down by my feet. I haven't gone through these at all.
Yeah.
And I thought it'd be funny if all of us like randomly grab 10 of the cards and then we research the value, and then whoever has the highest value deck wins or something. And I was gonna stop at Walmart and find like a really stupid prize for the winner, but I forgot.
I feel like the prize is you have the most money.
But
Like
cards don't automatically. You'd have to like. There's a whole process.
Yeah.
Like if you have a card that's worth
You have to get it
this,
verified.
then you got to get it verified. Then you got to get it graded, and you got to do all these things. And when I went to Fanatics Fest, it was like all baseball card, like sport card things, and I'm like, this is fucking crazy. And then I remember I was talking to this one dude, not the guy that completely ignored me, and then all of a sudden everybody starts running like fucking animals, and I was like, what's going on? I thought there was like a shooter in the building. I got panicked.
It was just Livy Dunn.
No, it was Travis Scott.
Oh, Travis.
And everybody went like ape shit for him, and everybody's like taking like the most zoomed in blurry photo of him at the worst angle ever. Like, heaven forbid people experience something and don't have to immediately take a picture of it. Because it's like, do people experience things for the sake of themselves, or is it I need to post about this so people know I did this thing? Like I don't know, because Fanatics Fest was just nonstop people just taking photos of shit. And then I went to go see Green Day. It was the same thing. Everybody was...
Yeah, man. Yo, because it's like a picture or a video or it never happened.
But that's different though. Like, hey, I saw Aerosmith at the Kia Forum this week. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Like, yo, there was a fucking bear outside my house. Oh, do you have a picture?
Yeah.
No. All right, now I don't believe you.
But that's the thing. Like, people... But that, like, I really don't know the last time I've scrolled through all of my, like, videos or pictures that I've taken at a concert, you know? Like,
Yeah, never.
it's
Never.
crazy.
literally never.
But, like, because I've been to, like, a few shows recently, and, like, the crowds are not the same.
No.
Like, it really sucks. Like, there's just no energy. Everybody's just like...
what happened
Bro.
to fucking punching each other smack dab in
Yeah,
the face and all that good
Well, that
shit?
depends
At
on
Green
the
Day?
genre of music. Yeah, Green Day.
Like, I literally...
Come on, you don't expect some people to be...
What song are you going to mosh to?
There's enough. It's enough. It's as long
Name
as
5
there's
Green
enough.
Day songs.
Bro, I could, Basket Case, Holiday,
That one's too slow to, like,
Basket Case?
No, Holiday, though.
Basket Case I wouldn't mosh to. Maybe at a certain point I would.
I wouldn't.
Longview.
Yeah, all right. Okay, yeah. I mean, there's definitely some songs there. It is a little like
21
But-
Guns. Nah, you can't do it to 21
Nah.
Guns.
Wake Me Up When September Ends. I think I would never do it because I don't want to get punched, because I will take it so personal, even though it's like, my bad, dude. I'm gonna be like, you motherfucker. I'm gonna never stop talking about you for the rest of my life at every family function, and I'm gonna lie and make the story seem like I was the hero.
No, but, like, do you remember, like, way back in high school when the 4 of us went to that fucking
Front
Front
Bottoms
Bottoms
concert?
concert? Like, crowds aren't like that anymore. Like,
That
we
crowd
literally
was
got-
crazy.
Yeah. Like,
That's
we got
exactly what I'm
separated.
referencing.
We
From
got
the front
separated
bottoms, for
from
God's
each other.
sakes.
Like, I got, like,
There's,
shoved to the
1,000 people,
front.
maybe.
And you guys got, like, shoved, like, to, like, the front left.
I was all the way in the back talking to the opening band at one
Yeah.
point because I was like, I can't find my friends. You guys are really cool.
Bro, like, the whole time I was just holding my pockets so that, like, my phone and
Yeah.
my wallet wouldn't fall out, because literally, like,
But it's like, what were they shoving around for? It's like, please fall asleep
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I can take
some
pictures
acoustic
of you.
emo.
No, it's just that's the thing though.
It's the
It's the
excitement.
emo angst.
Yeah.
It's literally that. It's literally you're just like, you can feel I just need to fucking push somebody, like literally, like you
need
can
to fucking
feel it.
do
It's
this.
great. Like you can see it, and it's all the edgy, big, sweaty dudes, you know, that have long ass hair and neck beards
That work in the
but are probably
deli
pretty
department.
okay
Yeah.
if you had a conversation with them. But then you find out how they treat women, and then it's like, fuck. I
like,
guess
damn.
you're not cool.
Guess you're not cool at all. And then you run into them days later at your local grocery store, and they're cutting your deli meat. Hey, bro, what's up? Oh, hey, man,
shit.
half a pound of roasted gold honey turkey, please. And they're like,
Yeah.
is this good?
Yeah.
What? Which I think all grocery stores should ban doing that.
What?
Ben,
You want this piece that I already cut? Do you want to eat it out? You want to? Because they make you eat it out of their hand. Does that ever happen to you?
Oh no! As someone who's
They
worked
won't
in a
hand
deli
it to you.
for 8 months,
You have to eat it off their hand.
No,
We got
like
the in-house.
Happens to me all the
so
time.
I worked in the deli when it was peak COVID, so there was none of that happening. It was deli customers are the worst human beings in the entire world. Like, because mostly, if I'm being real, they're all fucking middle class Italian people that have way too much or way too little control in their personal lives, and then they come into a place like a deli, and they exert as much fucking control over they can or the sides of their fucking slice of
Air 'em out. Air 'em out.
gabagool.
Go. Keep going.
Exactly.
Keep
It's
fucking
just
going,
ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. It's like, I said slice thin. This is not thin. And I got to a point where I just stopped showing them a slice. I was just like, you're getting what you get and you don't get upset.
Yeah.
Like, I'll show them a regular slice. I'll say, this is your regular slice. And they'll be like, I want a little thinner. All right. I'm going a little thinner, and I don't show you a second time. I'm like, you're getting a little thinner. You got regular, thick, or thin. Like, that's what you get.
I would have just cut a slab and packed it. Like
Yeah,
it's
people
one
ask
big
for that
piece.
too, bro.
Really?
Like
Yo,
a half inch.
head
like,
cheese.
Oh,
Head
don't
cheese.
even-
Head cheese, bro. They get the big chunks of head cheese. It's so fucking nasty.
What do you
bro.
even eat head cheese with, though?
So
Like,
I will say this genuinely, they do make head cheese that is like a bologna, but it's with the chunks of stuff in it.
Okay.
Which I'm like, if you had a high quality head cheese that's like that, I could give it a shot. But the ones we're selling, the boar's head cheese, is in a fucking gelatin, bro. It's in a gelatin. It's in a clear gelatin
That's
with
gross.
chunks of animal intestines. That's what it is. That's head
Ew.
cheese. It's so nasty.
And it's like a cold cut?
It's a
Or is
cold
it-
cut.
Like, you would just, like, put it in, like,
I guess you could fry
lettuce
it
and
up a
cheese
little.
and...
You could probably pan fry it a bit,
cold
and
cuts,
it'd
bro.
probably, but like not the gelatin. What happens when you pan fry gelatin? I don't even fucking
Does it
know.
melt or boil?
It doesn't
starts
caramelize.
barking.
It starts barking. Yeah.
Ew.
I don't know.
I never
So
worked in
there's
a
my-
deli, thankfully.
There's my deli. Well, I don't even know how we got.
Deli ran to the
I don't know
deli.
how we got to any of this, but I guess that's kind of the
Sliced
fun
thin.
part, because it's like we're just three white dudes chatting.
Yeah.
First people ever do that.
The mortadella.
Yeah, no, hold on.
Mortadella
Back to the
also,
Italian
that
American.
shit's nasty.
Back to the Italian American thing. Italian Americans, as a member of the Italian American Society of Italian Americans, I feel the same way about Puerto Ricans, even though I'm half. Sometimes we got to chill with our whole yo, we're this ethnicity. Just relax, calm the fuck down. Mozzarella. It's just eat it. Just fucking eat it. Stop. Yeah. Where's the cavadel? Where's the spoiadel? Where's the? It's fucking exhausting. You know what it's like on Christmas Eve at an Italian house? You gotta have the 7. Yeah, you gotta have the. Fuck. Stop. And what is with all of you guys acting like you're in the mob? You never were. You had an uncle that might have knew somebody in the mob. Everybody calm the fuck down. It's aggravating. I only say that because last night my mom and my aunt were having a conversation on the phone, full speaker, at the max. And I'm just like, oh, exhausting. And there used to be more of them. There used to be more of them back in the day. You can only fucking imagine. It's only acceptable to talk like an Italian American if you're in either The Sopranos or any Martin Scorsese movie. Not in real life. So everybody in New Jersey,
We know you don't talk like that.
we know you don't talk like that. Yeah, like I went and got when I was on vacation, went and got a bacon, egg, and cheese. I think I said this before. And they go, hey, this guy, hey, look at him. Hey, bacon, egg, and cheese. What is this, New York, buddy? This is New Jersey. You get the tail of ham. I'm like, make my sandwich, bro. It's 8 in
Do
the
you got
morning.
bacon?
Yeah.
Like, just make my fucking sandwich, please.
Yo, and that's
And you
tail
know
of
when
ham.
I
People
left-
are annoying with that too. The pork roll and shit.
Oh,
It's like,
jeez.
bro, chill.
Relax.
I would probably does taste good. Like
It's pretty good.
Pan fry it.
It's not bad.
probably pretty good.
But, like, I know for a fact once I left with my bacon, egg, and cheese, that dude kept going, bacon, egg, and cheese. That guy,
Yeah.
huh? And then somebody comes like, hey, you believe what fucking
Big shot
Steve
over
Jobs
here.
over here ordered? You got a bacon, egg, and cheese. What the fuck is that? My brother jacks an Italian accent all the fucking time. He doesn't talk like that. Everybody that knows him, he doesn't talk like that. He
See,
talks-
but here we are saying talk. And we're just saying talk all over and over again.
well, that's
no, but
a
that's
little
just,
different.
Yeah, I was just even when I'm just it's just funny because that is.
Is it fun to talk like that? Yes,
Yeah,
but
of
the
course.
whole point is like, it's just don't take that serious.
Yeah.
Now, like my nephew has no frame of reference how I speak yet because he can't. But when he can communicate, will I put on a more Italian facade? Yes. I'm a piece of shit, just like everybody I just aired out for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's crazy though, like, because we wouldn't think that we even have like a New York accent at all, because I don't really think that we do.
Until you meet somebody from another state.
When I went to school in Oregon, everybody just like constantly talking about how I like spoke, and I was like, what do you mean? Like,
what do they talk like out there?
They're like water. Like they would always make fun of how I said water. Like I'd be like, what? It's water, and they'd be like, it's water. Like you have to say water. You're just saying like water.
Yeah. Oh, it's all the T's to D's and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot. I've been linguist videos are so interesting.
I can't say we request the words we and request. I can't say back to back.
Yeah.
We request.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
I tried doing it yesterday. I don't even know why, but it just took me. I stuttered so hard in front of our waitress yesterday. I think that's what it was. It was bad. Water. All right, so here's something I wanted to get your guys' input and thoughts on. And you have to, as a podcast host, as my two other white brunette friends, you have to agree with me regardless of what it is. That's how podcast works, okay?
All right.
Another remake film has blessed the American audience this week. The Crow, starring Bill Skarsgård. Terrible movie.
Oh, I didn't realize that's who it was.
Yeah.
It?
Yes.
Interesting.
The guy who plays It. The guy who plays Pennywise. Technically.
Oh,
so is It referring to in the movie It?
Like It.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, because It takes different shapes.
Yeah,
He's not just the clown.
He's not just
Pennywise.
Pennywise.
Is
No.
Pennywise is the
clown.
Pennywise is the clown, and then in the original one, he turns into like a spider thing.
Yeah.
I don't know about the new one. Anyway, hold on.
Sorry. Yeah, my bad.
This is how these things happen. Anyway, so the movie came out. Wasn't great, like at all. But my whole theory is like, would these movies be good if they didn't necessarily like? Okay, so obviously people know reboots, remakes, sequels, whatever. There's source material that is respected by the audience and by the fans. And if you, as the filmmaker, the producer, the creative behind making a new version of that, don't pay enough respect to the source material, more often than not, you're going to be met with negative reaction and feedback. So with all these things, and I feel this way about a lot of the more recent like sequel films, especially like the Halloween franchise and with The Crow specifically. If it was not called The Crow, if it was just this story but changed a little bit so it was its own unique thing, would this movie have been better? But because it has a name attached to it, people already have an expectation, and it's not going to deliver because it's not the same thing. Do you think it's the audience's fault because the audience can't adapt and be like, oh, this new version of this thing? Or do we think it's the creative's fault where they're just using the IP to get people involved?
I definitely think it's a little more of, the production, like the people that are making it, because, like, for instance, like The Crow, like that was an original idea.
Based off a comic book. It was comic book series turned into a film.
It was the first time that it was envisioned as a film. So there's a lot of new creativity that's being poured into that, which resonates with how it came out.
Yeah.
Where when you're making a second film of it, everybody knows and refers back to the original. So you can't take the same liberties that you would if you're originally adapting into a movie for the first time.
Well, the funny thing, there's 4 Crow movies. This would be the 5th one. They're not all direct sequels. So there's the first Crow movie.
Yeah.
Brandon Lee as Eric Draven, and then the second Crow movie is a different character because the Crow, the spirit of the Crow, is like the only reoccurring character, and it goes to different people, like it, whatever. But the idea is just like if you were wrongfully killed or murdered, like the spirit of the Crow will resurrect you to get your vengeance, get your revenge. This film, my biggest issue was like, I don't think Bill Skarsgård's character or FK Twigs or whatever her name is, I don't think they even felt in the slightest worth redeeming of like, get your vengeance, Bill Skarsgård. It's like they barely knew each other. One, they meet in a rehab thing, and then And then he's not even the Crow for like 90% of the movie. He's just Bill Skarsgård with a face tattoo, running around capping people. And then in the third act, he puts on like the Crow outfit. It's like, imagine we watched a Spider-Man movie and for 2 hours and fucking 10 minutes, no Spider-Man costume.
Bro, that's what
last
they
20
do.
minutes.
That's the whole move.
Fucking,
so about the money shot at the end.
but that is like the original film throws you right into it. It's like
cinematic edging.
it's annoying because like I definitely think fans of major franchises can be crybabies 100%. Especially like look at what Star Wars is like. All the new stuff, everybody hates it.
Acolyte got canceled.
Acolyte got canceled.
But also, what's the other one that was good with an A? Andor got a second season.
Yeah. And I think there's like, I don't know, like it's such a shot topic, but like one or the two sides has to be doing something totally wrong. Is that the audience can't evolve and grow? I really don't think so, because like there's always somebody that goes, oh, I like it or whatever. Yeah. But I do think on the other side they go, fuck it, it'll make money, whatever, just throw it together. Because I do think, and Shark Tale is an example of this, is that if it's a story that's been created and then the producers or whoever's in charge will be like, this won't sell, so let's make it a movie about fish. Yeah. And now we got Shark Tale. Because I don't think Shark Tale was supposed to be Shark Tale.
What was it supposed to be?
I think it was supposed to be an actual
like
mafia
live
movie.
Action.
Like a mob movie. Think of the plot. Think about who's in it.
It's so
anyway,
good.
not the point.
It's
but
so fucking good.
I love Shark Tale.
It's a solid film.
It's certified hood classic.
I mean, the main character doesn't learn anything.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
He learned to be Will Smith.
Exactly. To be Will Fish.
But yeah, no, like I was fucking disappointed because for years I'm like, yo, I'd love to see a new Crow movie like done right. And then it comes out and I'm like, man, it's just like every other fucking remake and every other reboot. They go far in one direction. And it's like, is that me as a fan that's like, no, this is, I don't even think I could get past the whole like different Eric character, like the guy who becomes the Crow. But you can't be that character for 20 minutes of your 2-hour movie. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Well, and that's also sorry.
No, go.
Well, that could also be something in Bill Skarsgård, his contract.
Yeah.
Of just like his face needs to be in it for this X amount of time or something like that. Like that's also.
Well, no, he's because the like.
But his face is pretty.
Yeah, he never turns. So like, there's the Crow look, which is I thought I had like the figure up there, but I guess not. He vanished. You know, mime makeup essentially, the black island, you know, whatever. The trench. I remember in the original film, it's like such a badass scene where he like, because in the original film when he's killed, and his girlfriend, wife, whatever, is killed, he gets thrown after getting shot. They throw him off the roof of this fucking building, and they essay his wife, and then they kill her. So when he comes back to life, the first thing he does is goes back to his apartment, sees it's all like a crime scene, whatever. He puts on her makeup, like, and becomes the Crow.
Oh shit.
And then like goes and starts offing these fucking people. But like he had such personality, and Bill Skarsgård felt like a Joker ripoff. He just felt like literally just like ha ha. I'm like, this is fucking so whack. And it's like, how did we get here? Because this is such a great idea of a story, and it just felt like AI made it, bro. Yeah. And I'm starting to think some of these remakes and these reboots, who are writing these things? I don't know. Twisters. What was the pitch meeting like for that? So remember Twister with Bill Paxton. Let's put 2 Twisters on screen at the same time. Wait, I mark my fucking words. We're going to see a Jaws remake at some point.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's already like 5 of them, I think.
But Jaws, not like Jaws 4.
It's going to be called Jaws.
Jaws 1. Oh, that was so on that note, what is a movie or a my fucking cow. Reboot, remake, sequel, spinoff, whatever, that we're going to all place our bets that we think we're going to see in the next 5 years. And if any of ours are true or hit, everybody in this room owes the person who was right $5.
A ticket to see that movie.
See that movie and a large popcorn.
Yeah, that's good.
Damn.
Mine is Princess Diaries 3.
Is there 2?
There's already 2.
Okay. Same princess?
Anne Hathaway and Chris Pine are returning, and Julie Andrews is like a cameo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That's tough. Like reboot, like making complete new.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They'll probably do something like. That's tough. I'm thinking like, I'm like Blind Side is just like an easy answer. You know, there's gonna be some like sappy drama about some sports athlete coming of age.
Yeah.
But I feel like it would be fun to say like an old like Full Metal Jacket. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how they would make that today though with
It would, yeah,
how
with the
people would
subject matter,
receive that. But you know, something like
well, that's the thing. They go, we'll make
gritty.
it for modern audiences.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, well, no.
It's funny because I would say I feel like a movie like that wouldn't get remade. Mostly, I just feel like any of your big director famous, like a Kubrick, a Scorsese, like a none of those are gonna get remade.
Yeah.
I'd say.
That's
Unless
fair.
the original director's somehow behind
If it's
it.
a Warner Brothers or Disney
But,
property,
yeah,
it will.
Yeah, but then you have like Red Dawn was a big '80s movie. But also that's another thing
That
too.
did get a
That was
remake.
that did and with freaking
Josh Peck.
Josh Peck and Chris Hemsworth
Joshy!
as brothers. Mad interesting. Mad sad.
Yeah.
Because yeah,
I like that. I honestly, I think Red Dawn, the remake, was
I think it was
it's not
fine.
bad.
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
I mean, the thing is the plot for the original isn't like the plot is like just the fear of a land invasion of the America
Yeah.
of America is kind of terrifying to think about, and that's what you're dealing
Which
with.
is funny because
Yeah.
how many, like in the other, I don't want to go down that route, but think about how many other countries that are getting invaded.
Oh
all the
yeah,
time.
exactly.
Fucking crazy.
We haven't had a land invasion since fucking. I mean, we've had an attacks, but
we had the
haven't
Area
had,
51 raid
Yo,
where a
that's
bunch
fact.
of guys showed up outside and took pictures.
and had a rave.
All right, so what franchise do you think what do you think we're gonna see as a reboot or remake?
No, mine's Princess Diaries.
Oh yeah, Princess Diaries. You think it's gonna be
I don't really know.
all right?
Blindside
Taylor, you
starring
got one?
Hampton Fluker.
Sonny,
Honestly, I could see him doing Shark Tales.
Shark Tales.
Yo, that's
Shark
good
Tale.
point.
Yeah, called The
okay.
Shark Tales.
My new
All right.
idea is that they're gonna remake Fast and the Furious. Like
Oh,
they're just
yeah.
gonna start.
Yep.
They're just gonna start from one again. You know?
Yep.
And it's all directed by
Vin
Vin
Diesel.
Diesel.
Yeah.
He's like the director producer.
He goes,
Okay.
guys, we lost sight of everything. It's
Yeah.
about the cars.
Yeah,
Let's go
exactly.
back.
But it's just gonna be a bunch of like cyber trucks
Yeah.
this time. Like it's gonna be super like
Set in the real
futuristic.
future. Yeah.
And it's all about the transition from gas to electric cars, and it's just the plot of Cars 3.
Yeah.
They're fighting the electric car
Big
wave.
EV.
Yeah.
I think anything Disney is just gonna just keep cranking. It's only a matter of time before we see a live action Toy Story, live action Incredibles, live action.
I would
Finding
want to
Nemo.
see a live action Incredibles if
It's
I'm
just
being
only a
real.
matter of time. I feel like that's just gonna be a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But damn, I had my pick and I fucking lost it.
Talladega Nights reboot.
Oh, they 100%. There'll be a spin-off on Paramount Plus in 2 years.
yeah.
Just like that Grease TV show,
Oh my god.
Rise of the Pink Ladies. They're like, it's for new audiences. Who's asking for this shit?
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
want to know.
Yeah.
I really want to know who's asking for this.
That is
stuff.
the thing. Going back to to that original question of just like I feel like most producers, most production groups, big filmmakers in the world
Mm-hmm.
are so out of touch with what people actually want. And I mean corporations. I mean Disney. I mean Warner Brothers.
Well, that's
I
a
mean
whole
Universal.
different ball. They don't even care about.
They
what
don't
people
care
want.
that it's all about making money, and
Yeah.
that's where you get all these shit remakes and all this just garbage.
Mm-hmm.
That you, which then I turn it also on to the audience as well because that's what people want. Like they don't want to think about
Yeah.
anything, bro. I literally think about all the time when I think about like people that you just don't care about anything.
Yeah.
You just want something to watch and you want the cool thing to happen. You want the big nice looking thing on screen. You don't want to think too hard,
Yeah.
you know, and that's so much of America is just that and like that's America. And then, you know, there's also the whole argument of the Chinese also are all into this big crazy the amount of movies that we make that
Yeah.
are just for the Chinese. You remember the Great Wall movie with Matt Damon
Never heard of it.
Oh yeah.
where they're fighting like weird monster aliens and it's Matt Damon for some reason is fighting alongside the Chinese. And do you know what I'm talking about? It's like so stupid. It's such a stupid movie. I think it's either called The Great Wall or I think it's called Great Wall, something like that. It was made like in 2015 or 16 or something.
Have they done like a Cleopatra reboot?
There was a Cleopatra docu series TV show on Netflix, and I know there was like a lot of slack for that because Jada Pinkett Smith was involved.
Interesting.
I don't know. That's all I know.
I could
Also,
see that
too, though,
being
hold
like
on.
a-
Back to point the finger at the audience. There's an audience for everything, 100%. So something like the Cleopatra thing or like the Acolyte, there's an audience for sure. But I think creatives think we need to get new people into this thing. Like, we know that professional baseball is predominantly watched by men, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, how do we get women to watch it? It's like, we don't necessarily need to. No offense, women. I know there's a lot of women sports fans out there, but they know they're. But on the other side of like the entertainment world, it's like, no, we need this needs to be for everybody. But then like these old bitter like these fans, like the neckbeard guys that punch people at Green Day concerts, get pissed off because a black woman's in a Star Wars movie, and then the creative people go, see, our fans are racist, and then it just becomes like a whole and it's like every movie, every like thing that's coming out now that has like a new like I don't care what the characters look like, who they're fucking, I don't care. Just give me a story that doesn't suck, bro.
Yeah.
Please. But then also, I think the fans take things to such extreme. How many Star Wars actresses and actors got bullied and told to kill themselves all because they're an actor that said the lines that were written by somebody else, that did the action that somebody told them to do, put on the costume that somebody made for them,
Or did some surgery to look a certain way because
they're like, you need to kill yourself because you are not Luke Skywalker. So I think it's I think it goes both ways. But I'm sorry, Bill Skarsgård. I'm a big fan of you, but I don't think it's your fault why The Crow sucked. I think just redoing that movie, or making a sequel to that movie.
Actors, I feel like,
dude, it's a sign. I'm not picking it back up.
I saw, aren't they like re-releasing Whiplash, or like they're putting it back in theaters?
Oh, I did.
Oh, they do that all
for
the
like
time.
the 10th.
I think that's fine, sort of.
Yeah, putting things back in the theaters, absolutely. I would love to see Phantom Menace,
Especially since old movies suck now.
Yeah. It's
But then
real
you
rough.
look at Oppenheimer and Barbie, which I do think in retrospect, I don't think either was quite as insanely amazing. I got to rewatch them, obviously.
I disagree.
Like, I think Oppenheimer was very good. I think Barbie was very good. I think there's a lot of hype behind them, and I'm interested in revisiting them without
that was when the audience was that's where I think Oppenheimer and Barbie work so well is that one, Greta Gerwig and Christopher Nolan, two very well established filmmakers who have an audience, have a fan base, and then the memes of it, like the audience was hyped regardless if it was gonna be good or bad. Like Barbenheimer, whatever the fuck. Like that was a cultural phenomenon for the whole summer.
Exactly. The whole year leading up to it.
The whole year leading up to it.
Audiences.
And the creatives behind it were playing into it. Like it was reference to the like they were having fun with it. They're like, yeah, well, we want people to see both of these fucking movies.
Yeah,
like, why
exactly.
not?
A day at the cinema sounds like a lovely. I think that's what Cillian Murphy said, or Killian. Sorry, Killian.
Killian.
Sorry, Killian. And I know you're Irish and not British.
Yeah.
Did you hear that Showtime is closing?
Yeah. Rest in peace, Showtime.
For storage units. They're putting.
Are you kidding me, bro?
Dude, they just turned Orange County Choppers into a storage unit. Now we need,
yeah.
and there's already a storage unit on that road. Jesus Christ!
And now it's like the last movie theater in
area.
Newburgh, New Windsor.
That
whatever.
sucks.
I think the closest one is like Middletown now, AMC.
AMC and Regal. Technically, Poughkeepsie Gallery is closer by 1 mile, but then there's the bridge, which means if there's traffic, there's only one way out. I always go to Middletown because there's 8 million ways I can get home.
Exactly.
Bro, like that actually gets me so tight.
What, that Showtime's closing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's being changed to storage.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Well, I guess there's like that
Ridiculous.
little theater on Main Street and Broadway, or
In Beacon?
Main Street and Beacon. Yeah.
Which is nice, and it used to be
Story
really,
screen?
really cool.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now it's all. I mean, I guess now it's filling the niche of just a regular ass movie theater.
The audience and like the way the Hollywood box office is going or whatever the fuck, because we still do see original movies. They always go right to streaming though. They almost never take that. There's like a handful, like Long Legs, which was like a horror film that came out this summer, which was, I don't believe it was tied with anything, but it's like, am I gonna go to Showtime Cinema? get some really stale food served to me by like a really mean person, sit in really old seats, low quality, like
Sticky ass.
or am I gonna
Wait, 3
drive?
months. Oh.
No, yeah, wait 3 months for release. But anybody that's a major fan of something is not going to do that. Or drive and go to like a luxurious, like,
Exactly.
local movie theaters can't compete with AMC because they're dominate. Like, there's just not Regal, AMC, all those things out there. They have the most comfortable chairs. They have all the licensed snacks that people want. But like, where could the little guy survive? Where could the little guy? I think same thing with Distinta. Like, they never change. They never try to evolve to get people interested. They kept going, and there's very rare examples where doing this. Like, Pete's Hot Dogs is always going to be hot dogs until that building is explodes when China invades, or the aliens do. But like a movie theater, like, oh, we can't get people in the movies. What should we do? Should we do like a fun event? No, let's just keep doing the same exact thing.
Literally,
no fixes. Like,
let's put
that
new
place
arcade
looked
game
like
in
it
there.
needed to be fucking put out of its fucking.
That's
misery.
the thing too. Both Showtime and Distinta both have massive lobby spaces that like could be easily used for so many things. Like my dream for a long time was to
buy
own Distinta and convert the front space into like a performance space. Like you have shows, you have live concerts and stuff like that there, and then you maybe convert 1 or 2 or 3 of the theaters into like theaters, like a auditorium, like where you have a stage and shit like that, and you can have live theater performances there, and then the rest is still regular movie theater.
I like
and
that.
That's
Like a mixed use of
Yeah.
live performance and
exactly.
film.
Because you see that across the board with like malls. Like, people can shop now. People can do it online, but you can't go bouncing around on a trampoline online and do. I mean, you can, but I mean, the actual stimulation of it. And I think Showtime just is one of those examples. Like, they didn't even try in the end.
Exactly.
I don't. It sucks that they're gone.
Yeah.
I haven't been there in years though, because I feel just like everybody else. It's really run down. It's shitty.
The sound sucks.
The sound sucks. Like, I have a lot of memories in Distinta. Like, you know what I mean? That was like my favorite movie theater ever. But in the end,
hot take, better than Showtime's.
100%. Distinta blew Showtime out of the fucking water.
Distinta was way better.
That
And they
loud
knocked
ass
it down.
Distinta.
And they
They knocked it down because they had a bed bug infestation.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Which means they knocked that building down. Now all those bed bugs, which are still alive by the way, are just gonna crawl to
Those
that
apartments.
those apartments. It's true. It's true. That's exactly how that shit works. So
Yeah. But I think like also like
AMC sponsor us. StubHub
Those-
Stub members. Yeah.
like I think with Story Screen, like it's good for them because like you don't need a local theater with 100 seats and a huge auditorium, like you could get away with like 4 or 5 rows and sell it out, like you don't need to have as bit much of an overhead anymore because realistically, unless it's like fucking Dune or Star Wars, like nobody's going to be running and screaming to get to the theater nowadays. Like,
And that comes with like the evolution of like how we consume media. Like this, I always, my older family members or like Kara's parents were talking about like, oh yeah, we saw that in the theater, is jam packed, because back then there was like, you went to go see music, you went to go see a movie, and you'd watch TV in between. Now there's so many other ways we can get our content, and like, oh, I'll just watch it on my phone, I'll just watch it on my screen at home. It's like, that sounds, if I'm going to the movie theater, my intention is to focus and pay attention on the movie, because the movie theater surrounds you in that world for like the 2 hours, unless you're on your phone, unless you're getting your fucking dick sucked or whatever. You are supposed to be focusing, investing in the world.
It's immersive.
Any new movie that comes out, I can't watch it at home because my mom, my uncle, my dog, my grandmother, everybody's screaming, going fucking crazy. It is impossible. I just watched American Hustle recently. It took me like 19 tries to sit through that movie because I kept getting distracted or kept having to go do a thing, where it's just like, you sit down in the movie theater 2 hours, it's over, you experience it, and then that's it. You move on with your life.
Yep, exactly.
It's not that hard.
Which I think, isn't Netflix trying to like open up like theater, like Netflix theaters?
Yes.
Which is, that's
Everything just, and then ready for this one?
Yeah.
Netflix will do a movie theater, And then they'll have a store in which you can buy copies of the movies. And then you can buy collectibles of those movies. And you can buy snacks there. And then... And I predicted this from the jump. I go, Netflix is going to turn into Blockbuster. It's because, ironically, because Blockbuster almost bought Netflix, and they go, no thanks, that's not really going to catch on.
That's crazy.
Because at the time, going online and ordering, like who the fuck wanted to rent a DVD, take 2 days for it to get there, and then bring it back? And then Netflix was like, nah, let's just make it online only. And then Blockbuster was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Should have bought it when we had the chance. Remember Redbox?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I still.
Do
I
they
still
still
buy-
have those?
Oh yeah.
Right.
They still do.
At
There's
Price
no
Chopper.
DVDs in them though. I'll tell you that because people. What I did this once just to see if it would work. You could. So when you rent the Redbox DVD, there's like a QR code looking thing on the inner ring of the disc. That's what the machine needs to scan in order for it to. It doesn't need to feel the weight of the disc. So what people would do, because this happened to me, I rented a video game, and what came out of the fucking machine was a paper cutout of the game, because that code is on there. So I go, oh, I got to try that, see if it works, and it fucking did. And I had a copy of, I think it was Destiny. This was a long ass time ago that I just photocopied at the Cornwall Library and put the.
Crazy. The
It's fucked up.
renting video games from we would rent like Super Mario Bros. Because we didn't have it on the Wii, and we would rent that. But like you have it for like a week. What are you supposed to do with a week?
That's what they. That's
Yeah,
exactly. You just get a
exactly.
little taste of it.
Exactly.
But Blockbuster was like
Ridiculous.
the shit, you know.
I loved going in there when I was young.
I have actually a very early core memory for me is being in Blockbuster and seeing the movie The Knowing playing, which is like a really dumb alien movie, but with Nicolas Cage.
It's not Aliens, is
I
it?
think it's Aliens.
No, it's like the world. It's like God resets the world.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's like Left Behind.
kind of. But God, whoever the alien, because like there's those weird things at the end.
Yeah, but anyway, and I remember seeing like the trailer for it, or like they were playing it in the store, and it freaked me out so much, just so much. That's a memory I equate similarly to playing Twisted Metal with you for the first time.
Yeah.
It spooked you.
Yeah,
Twisted Metal on the
Everybody's got a
PS2.
Blockbuster spooky.
Yeah.
I had
It
Crazy.
makes it sound so old though. It's really weird.
yeah. I mean, that was the early 2000s, bro. So like
Peak early 2000s.
the greatest fucking time ever. I used to remember walking down the horror section in Blockbuster and the Gingerbread Man movie cover scared the shit out of me. It was that evil gingerbread man with the fucking big scissors.
Yeah.
And then I'd always rent the same like 3 games from Blockbuster. It was a Justice League game, which never worked. I would always rent it thinking it was a different copy. It was quite literally the same PS2 disc over and over that would freeze constantly. Marvel Rise of the Imperfects, which is a really bizarre game. And then like WWE SmackDown 2007 or something on loop.
That's
Like
funny.
a dog eating the same meal every day and couldn't. I think, yeah.
I remember when like my brother used to like bring his PlayStation like to like my house sometimes, and he would be playing like GTA 4 on it when I was like 7 or 8, or like before I really knew what it was. And like I'd be like, oh, like I want to play, and then it was like, all right, like you can only drive around though, like don't get out of the car.
You can only drive and don't crash it.
Yeah. And so like he left or whatever, and like a few days later, like me and my mom went to Blockbuster, and I was like, oh, like can I rent this game? And it was GTA 4, and she didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So she's like, yeah, sure, whatever. I was like, it's a driving game. And so I come home and I'm like playing it, and then my dad comes home and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?
What the fuck are you doing?"
It's like, who let you get
so
this?
funny. They didn't tell you your parents, but just so you know, this game is rated M because the fucking fat fuck that worked at Blockbuster when I was a
Oh, my
kid
God, yeah.
always would get us. He'd be like, "Sir, just so you know, this game is rated M from sure." And my dad would be like, "Nope,"
Damn.
because
See,
he
my mom would be
wouldn't
like,
care.
"Eh, whatever.
No, my dad didn't give a fuck.
Uh-huh.
My mother gave so much of a fuck it physically hurt. It physically hurt our bodies. How much my mom cared.
See, I never even attempted to try to buy rated M games because I was just like, my parents won't. They just won't.
Yeah.
So I'm not
Well,
even
that's
gonna
why
go
we
for
want
it.
it. That's
Yeah,
why
exactly.
kids do these
Yeah.
things.
But then they let us play like Halo which is M.
That's different though. It's like
Yeah, it's just shooting bad guys.
yeah, it's like aliens and
Yeah.
colonial space.
Yeah, it's not even real
Marines.
humans. They weren't crazy about Call of Duty for a while.
Yeah,
Also, I grew up super
Christian.
so
Yeah, they're like, how about VeggieTales?
now my
They got
dad literally,
VeggieTales
I
on
will hear
PlayStation.
him fucking blowing the cops away in GTA 5 regularly.
He's like, yeah, die, son of a bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right.
I like that. I like
Okay.
that.
So here's how. So context for the two people that might be listening. These are the cards that my father collected. They were chilling in in our storage unit forever, and I just found them recently. So I went to Fanatics Fest and was like, I should probably look through these cards because some of these cards. This guy, who I was standing next to in line, bought like a $8,000 Kobe Bryant card. $8,000. $8,000 fucking dollars. I had a heart attack last night at the Jet Set when our bill was $44. And I'm not even poor. I have 3 fucking jobs right now. People are crazy.
But and like the thing about baseball cards is that you'll be like, all right, I have a signed rookie Mike Trout card that's worth like $2,000, and then you have a signed rookie Mike Trout card, but it's like a silver edition and it's worth like $20, and it's like, what the fuck is the difference?
Yeah, I don't know. Again, who decides these things?
Yeah.
So I don't know. These cards look like they are better than the ones in the other box because like some of these are.
Oh, if they're like frames like that, it's usually a little.
I don't
nicer.
know. So
They're at least worth $2, I think.
yeah.
That's
So
how it
what we're
works.
gonna do? This one says $2 right here, and it's
I know my stuff.
Jimmy Key rookie card. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Wait, do they all say the value on them?
No, some
Or
of these
just-
he bought. Like I remember when I was really little, they used to have like card conventions at the riverfront. Like back,
Oh,
remember they
okay.
used to have that pavilion in the dock.
Yep.
My dad would always they did it like in the summer, like every other month, and I think some of these are the ones that he bought because he bought this one for like $2 or whatever. But back then, I don't think the hype beast culture, thankfully, has made it possible to profit on
Yeah.
almost everything now, because guys that don't have personalities will just buy sneakers,
Yep.
buy baseball cards,
Buy a cause.
start a
thing.
podcast, skateboard, like Star Wars, wrestle, be named Mike Perillo. Fuck, I hate myself so much. All right. Yeah, so the goal today, the game today that we're going to play, 10 cards, and then we're going to research the value, current going value of the
Yeah,
10
yeah.
cards, and then whoever has the highest value deck
Wins.
wins. Tell them what they win, Spence.
They win a free trip to Reno, Nevada.
Nope. That's not what they win. So the winner today wins a Wednesday special at Pete's Hot Dogs. 2 hot dogs, a cream soda, and a bag of chips. That's today's prize. And slate that.
Marcus Morales. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
They're going to Javel McGee. Just doing the goofiest.
All right, so we're back. We had to basically sort through all these cards. So again, I'm gonna explain the rules. Everybody in the studio, myself, my 2 pals on the couch here, Kale, our sound mixer, and Sonny, our camera op. We all dug through these cards and we picked 10 cards that we thought would have high value. And the winner of the highest value, if their deck has the highest value, wins 2 hot dogs. And if Kale wins, just 2 sodas because Kale doesn't eat hot dogs. But so yeah, so we have 10 cards here, and we used Ludix, which is a card trading app thing, and then we also used like eBay if we couldn't find it on that app. So which one of you two would like to go first?
Creation of
All
Adam.
right, so this first
by Da Vinci.
deck right here, this was
Michelangelo.
Kale's deck, our sound mixer. So first card up, we have a Fleer Ultra Shaquille O'Neal Orlando Magic card, which was valued at $1 to $2, not starting off super hot. Next, we have a 1985 to 1993 9-time NBA All-Star Michael Jordan Upper Deck card. $1 to $3, so let's call it 2. So you got
Getting
$4.
up there.
I almost picked this one. I'm glad I didn't. Okay. Ooh, this is an old one. We have a very old Topps American League All-Stars Reggie Jackson of the Yankees
That's
from
cool.
what year is this? 1979. Value?
Come on.
$250? $1.40?
Oh. I really would have believed that.
I believed you for a hot second. And then next we have a Reggie Jackson Eclipse Mantle home run record highlights card.
That's got to be something.
$1 to $2.
$2. Well, you know what? We'll give you the boost. You need it. All right. Next we have a Reds Johnny Bench Topps card. $2. Damn, you went. I see you had a theme here. You went old. You went vintage. You went older. Up next we have. This is cool. Mickey Mantle wearing a fun hat.
Whoa.
$3 to $6.
$3 to $6. All
All right.
right, let's call that 5. Let's meet right in the middle.
Yeah.
$5.
Yeah.
All right. And then we now have a Future Heroes Ken Griffey Mariners card, courtesy of Upper Decks. $2. Man. Woof. Up next,
rough
Greg
economy.
Maddux rookie card from the Chicago Cubs.
Ooh, that may be it.
$4.
Okay.
And then
Above $2, I've learned is good.
here we go with
Yeah.
okay, interesting. Here we have a this might be work. I don't know. Who knows? We have a Jackie Robinson Topps card. $2.
Come on.
Damn. Fuck. And then last but not least, oh, you picked this one? I know for a fact because this was like the only card I scanned before we started. Alex Rodriguez Upper Deck rookie card from the
Nice.
Seattle Mariners. $3. So that would be your grand total is $21 is Kale's cards total.
All right. That's pretty
$21.
good.
All right,
That's not my
Sonny,
good one.
hand it over, Chief. All right. So we have Robert, a.k.a. Sonny. We have first Topps Willie Mays autographed Giants card.
Good pick.
Commemorative.
Commemorative.
$7.25.
$7.25.
Yes.
$7.25. Up next, we have a hot gun, courtesy of the NFL. Dan Marino.
$1.
$1.
Woo.
Guy from all the Taco Bell commercials. NBA superstars Charles Barkley, Phoenix Suns.
99 cents.
Oh, 99 cents. Bucko. Up next from, I can't even read that. Oh, Sean Kemp, Ultra Power card. Seattle Supersonics.
$1.70.
$1.75. Damn. Okay, interesting card here. We just have 125th anniversary of professional baseball card.
Completely worthless.
Completely worthless. You know why? Because this probably comes in every deck.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
funny. That's probably one of those like Pokemon like
Yeah,
energy
yeah.
cards.
This is like the equivalent of the instruction cards with Uno right here. But it's got a little hard case, so
the looks are deceiving though.
absolutely. That's the thing. You gotta like. It is interesting because we'll get to that in a second. Up next, courtesy of the Orlando Magic NBA hoops, Shaquille O'Neal rookie card, $2.99. All right. Up next from Action Packed. I don't even know what brand this is. What brand is this? Yeah, Action Packed. Joe Montana quarterback. Monday night matchup card. $2.50. And then we have a Magic Johnson official NBA hoops commemorative card.
$1.75.
See, the commemorative ones are almost never worth anything because it seems like everybody probably gets one. All right. $1, you said?
Yeah.
All right. Up next, Fleer 90s All-Star. Michael Jordan card. Now, my father bought this card for $6. So let's see if it holds up.
$6.
Let's go. Nice. And then last but not least, we have a Willie Mays Giants card. This is cool. It's like hand-drawn. A little autograph thing on the back.
$698.
Whoa! Holy shit!
We got a winner.
No way.
Is it actually signed on the back?
Well, it's got like the, the...
Yeah.
And that's on the app?
That's crazy.
Wow.
Wow. All right, Spencer's up next. So, Spencer, if you want to read your whole list, you can. You don't have
Yeah,
to.
I'm going to just do highlights, I think, because
Okay.
I got a lot of the same deal. Most of these are all, in fact, literally all of them. I'll show 3 of
Okay.
mine. All right, so pretty much all of them are under $2, except we have a, from lowest to most expensive, we have a NBA superstar Shaquille O'Neal
Nice.
What year? 1994. That went for $2.50.
Nice.
Guess
That's
sorry,
your
get up
highlight
there.
right there?
Nah, it's number 3 of
Okay.
yeah. There's still more. This is my highlight, but I'll show that in a second. And then another one, another NBA superstar for Patrick Ewing.
Ewing.
It's like the forgotten starfighter and Star
Yeah, the
Wars.
E-Wing.
E-Wing. Yeah. And this went for $2.54.
All right.
And then you see why I didn't want to do all of
Yeah. I
mine?
see
Yeah.
why. Anytime that's Spencer's suggestion, I'm like, what are you hiding here?
However,
Oh.
I have a, let's see, I don't know what year. I have a 1992 Larry Bird card, Upper Deck. That goes for $29.95.
Wow. All right. And it was bought for $1.
And it was bought for $1, so that's pretty impressive.
$30. All right.
That's pretty good. So this is my big money one.
All right. So that puts your grand total at
$28. No, I'm just kidding. At $38.25.
$38.25 for Spencer, taking second place right now. All right. Up next, Moosey Low.
Up next is me. I was also similarly let down by a lot of cards.
Okay.
Tell me how I had a Manny Ramirez rookie card that was 25 cents.
I ain't fucking with Manny Ramirez like
And
that.
a Barry Bonds card that was also 25 cents.
Yeah, my Barry Bonds holographic card was what was it? Yeah, $1.40.
Damn.
What the hell?
See, we know
Crazy.
nothing about cards,
Nothing.
guys. So
No. I also had like a Randy Johnson rookie card, $1.70, like chump change here. My top 3.
okay.
We'll start with Larry Bird Rookie of the Year.
Oh,
Right? Like, wouldn't that sound like something? No, it's only $2.
damn.
Like, I saw people on eBay selling it for like $15, but they're not gonna get.
They're
that
not getting
for it.
$15.
Like,
That's
last
like
sold for
somebody's dad that goes, "No, I'm telling you, it's worth something."
Exactly. And then I got, let's see here. Next up, Michael Jordan Rookie Baseball card with the White Sox for his stint starting in '94.
Mm-hmm.
$6.
All right.
All right.
Pretty middle of the road, you know. I get $4 biggie bag out of that.
Yeah, you can.
And then my top card here was Juan Gonzalez rookie card.
Nice.
Your dad bought it for $10, but it's only worth $8 now.
Damn.
So
That inflation.
I know, just for inflation too.
yeah,
Fuck.
yeah. My total was only $26.
$26. Wow.
However, in the
Yeah, your 11th card.
Yeah,
Should we
my-
save that?
my
Should we
11th
save that?
card.
Nah, go for it.
No, yeah.
my 11th card that I found while we were perusing is a 91-92 Upper Deck Michael Jordan scoring award winner holographic here.
Uh-huh.
And right now I see it listed at $800, and it's also there's also a few listings at like $400 or $500.
Alright.
But this is at least something, you know.
All right.
We didn't find it on the app though, so
Yeah, it wasn't on the app.
There may
It
be
was,
some
it was through our
discrepancies.
own research and
Third
development.
party investigation.
Gotcha. All right. I pulled this one thinking I'm going to be able to buy a house. And then I flipped it around and clearly saw that this was a fake. But the real version of this card, 1968 rookie stars of Jerry Kuzman and Nolan Ryan for the Mets, apparently last sold for over $1 million. And I was like, there's no way in hell this card is in this collection. And I flipped it around and go, told you. So anyway, that card is fake. And to me, it's worth $1.
but if you have the real one, better cash that in.
cash
Buy
that in.
yourself a house.
All right, so first, today was a mixed bag for sure, I think. So I started off thinking, I just found a holy fucking grail. Upper Deck Prospect Derek Jeter. This is Derek Jeter's first card
Oh wow.
ever. And it was $2. And then this Dominique Wilkins card was $10. It's an NBA Superstars card.
Those ones, keep an eye out for those because those are priced up.
Yeah.
Like they're definitely more.
Because this was
than-
like this era of basketball, I think, was peak.
Yeah.
Other than basketball right now, for sure.
The 90s.
Next up, we have a Metal Shredders Michael Jordan card. It's pretty fucking cool.
That's sick.
$10, not
Nice.
bad.
Not bad.
And then continuing on the Michael Jordan route, we have NBA Superstars Jordan, which was also $10. And then Shaquille O'Neal was kind of a disappointment right here. This is a Rebound Kings 1993-94 Fleer Ultra. I think Fleer just doesn't hold value. That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know. $1.50.
I bet they don't use papyrus.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found a Topps card, which most of these are Upper Deck, and I thought for sure this would be worth something. This is a Star Power Topps Ken Griffey Jr. Seattle Mariners card, and this was only $4. But nothing really, only, not.
Yeah.
Well, I think like one card in here was like under $2. Up next, we have this Frank Thomas card. Wait a minute. That's weird that the card is like upside down this way, and then I don't know. Anyway, this Frank Thomas card was $5. Sweet Swings. The Hurt. I always see him in those male enhancement pill commercials.
Oh,
She'll
yeah.
love it too. All right. This one, I thought for sure I hit the holy fucking grail because one of the cards in this set goes for a shit ton of money. This one goes for $10, but I know for a fact there's more of these. This is the Mickey Mantle commemorative set.
I feel like I was seeing.
Topps.
Is it the badge there on the top corner that marks them, or is it? Because I feel like I saw a bunch with
Yeah,
a
this
good amount
this like
with
gold
those.
thing right here.
Yeah.
I think that's what it says. Anyway, and then before I get to my main event, this was the biggest card I could find, and I thought for sure it had to be worth something. Upper Deck big Michael Jordan card. Whoops. This half is him in his Chicago White Sox uniform, and then this half he's back, number 45. And this was $5. But
Solid.
my sweet card, which clearly Sonny won because my card does not beat his $700 Willie Mays card. I have a World Series batting foes Topps, also part of the Mickey Mantle commemorative set. Mickey Mantle and Hank Aaron, that went for $180.
Wow, that's nice.
Sorry, $177.99 last sold. So congratulations, Sonny, on
Yeah.
winning the 2 hot dogs, courtesy of us, Para Pete's Hot Dogs.
Oh yeah, Pete.
So I'm going to go through the rest of these not on camera, and I'm going to wrap this episode up. Michael, thank you. Spencer, thank you. Kale, thank you. Sonny, that's it. No,
Catch
thank
us
you. I'm just
next
kidding.
week with a better quality episode brought to you by the fundings of these baseball cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all. It's like if I ever hit the lottery, I won't tell anybody there'll be signs. We'll do the next episode. We all have like really nice hats on. It's like, where'd you get it? Oh, this. I've always had it.
Yo, a real fedora they're expensive, bro.
Well, not to us.
Yeah, not with
$10
these fucking
card right here.
cards.
This episode is brought to you by Willie Mays, Michael Jordan,
Yo.
and Mickey Mantle.
Yep.
That'd
Thank
be
you to
cool.
those 3 sport legends, and thank you everybody that stayed to the end. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a review, please, somewhere, just so I know something. I don't know. Tell me you hate it. I don't give a fuck. Later. All right.